referee to Muay Thai with an official weight of 76.80 kilograms. Wearing the black and red eruption tight shorts. A record of 43 fights, 36 wins, 1 draw. Fighting out of Orange in New South Wales, he is the current eruption super middleweight champion. He is the swelling assassin, Charlie Bubb. And across the ring, he's opponent fighting out of the red corner, trained by Tarek Solid out of the Tarek Solid Academy. Tonight with James Rosler and Barish Nezef in his corner with an official weight of 76.40 kilograms, wearing black shorts. A record of 49 fights for 47 wins. Representing his home country, Turkey, he's the multiple-time A1 world champion. He is the supreme fighting machine, Vedat Hoduk.
So it all comes down to this on Kings of Combat 24, the main event between Vedat Hoduk in the red corner and his opponent, the smiling assassin, Charlie Bubb. Charlie Bubb is the current Eruption super middleweight champion, but his opponent from Turkey, Vedat Hoduk, in the red corner is a multiple-time A1 champion, and he's managed by Tarek Solak, Barry Michael.
Yeah, look, Jordan, this is shaping up to be an absolutely cracking main event against two guys with quality records. Vedat Hoduk, 46 wins, 3 losses. Awesome record. And the smiling assassin, Charlie Bubb, 36, 6-1. So look, we're going to have explosive stuff happen here in this bout. 5 by 3 minute rounds.
The height and read advantage is in favour of the smiling assassin, Charlie Bubb, in the red trunks. But Vedat Hoduk, watch his hand speed and watch his boxing skills, high boxing skills from Vedat Hoduk. I definitely like to see him on the boxing scene. But this is K1 rules. And looking forward to 2 up-and-coming fighters in the kickboxing scene going head-to-head.
Whoa. I tell you, it's always astonished me how they can take those leg kicks, you know, with the power they kick with. I used to train with Dana Goodson. It was me that brought Dana Goodson to Australia, and he used to kick trees to toughen his legs. Very tough caper indeed.
One thing Charlie Bubb in the red trunks likes to do, he likes to change from orthodox to southpaw. He's a switch hitter, and he'll definitely keep Vedat Hoduk thinking in this contest, Barry Michael.
Well, I tell you, he's got a big height and reach advantage, hasn't he?
Yeah,
very tall and powerfully built as well, you know, compared to Vedat Hoduk.
Some may think he's not a heavy puncher, but he's definitely got some sting in his punches. He's definitely sharpened up the tools in the last couple of years, and he's a well-rounded kickboxer now in the K1 rules.
Good work there from Vedat Hoduk, up and down, good body shots.
Yeah, he's showing his class variation in his work there, Vedat Hoduk. I saw him on Kings of Combat 23 back in December. He defeated Frankie Georgie in a one-sided decision, but showed the sort of skill set he has in the boxing game, and definitely like to see him on the boxing scene.
Yeah, got good hands and, you know, sees punches well. Just made the smiling assassin miss well with 4 or 5 shots.
Well, he's been active, Vedat Hoduk, in the black trunks. He fought on March 30 on a 4-man 77-kilogram tournament over in France. He won the whole tournament. He defeated Zakaria Lautni in the final by a first-round KO, and there's a bit of a break in play here at the moment, Barry Michael.
Yes, Vedat Hoduk has just copped one in the girlies, I think, and he's in a bit of pain. But look, he's managed and trained by Tarek Solak, a legend of kickboxing and martial arts in Australia. And look, great to see Tarek here tonight. Love the man. Tells me he's got a battle in front of him, but you know, all the best Tarek. It's great to see you, mate. Been a credit to the sport in Australia. We're ready to go again.
He's hoping his boy gets through tonight in Vedat Hoduk in the black trunks, but tall order against the traveller from Queensland in Charlie Bubb, the smiling assassin. He's not smiling now. He's very interested in this contest and means business, Barry Michael.
He sure does, and, you know, he's a big, strong man, and I tell you, you know, the weights are almost identical, but you'd swear that Charlie Bubb was, you know, maybe 2 weight divisions heavier, wouldn't you?
Yeah, definitely think he'd be much heavier than Vedat Hoduk. But at the moment, on the inside work, he's definitely going to favour the smaller fighter in Vedat H. Watch out for that left hook. That's what knocked down the French fighter on March 30 in that 77 kilogram four-man tournament.
Yeah, well, quite often in these K1 fights, you do see the knockdowns come from the head, from punches rather than kicks. I mean, you do see those sensational, kick knockouts, head knockouts, but more often than not, you see the knockouts come from punches.
This is a 5-round contest nearing the end of the first round here. It's toe-to-toe, and Vedat H is coming forward.
Wow.
Many thought he was the underdog here tonight, but for me, he's provided a solid first round for me in favour of the red corner in Vedat H.
Yeah.
Vedat H. Your main event, Kings of Kombat 24. Round 2.
So round 2 here between Vedat H in the black trunks. Thanks for joining us, Kings of Kombat 24, but the leg kicks are in favour of the smiling assassin. Charlie Bubb loves to use those long legs and really fire at his opponent, but in close, I definitely favour Vedat H.
Yeah, no, I have to agree. Vedat H just hurt with a leg kick there. Sweeping leg kick from the smiling assassin, Charlie Bubb. But you're right, the first round, Vedat H landed with some really good tries a swinging back kick, but to no avail and loses his balance. But Vedat H first round landed some really good head punches.
One thing about Charlie Bubb, he's used to sort of the Muay Thai sort of rules instead of the K1 rules. So he likes the grappling rather than just the kicking and punching.
Yep.
And that sort of suits Vedat H much better. But I think Charlie Bubb's providing a tough test early for Vedat H. But I think in the early stages, Vedat H won that first round. We'll see what happens here in the second round.
Yeah, no, I think he won the first for sure. But he's got no easy job in front of him, that's for sure.
Vedat H very active, as you mentioned. He's got a fight in June up in France. He's fighting Jimmy Venot, who's fighting on the Glory organisation. So that's going to be a tough test for him after this one, and he'll fly up to France for the June bout. At the moment, Charlie Bubb using those leg kicks. That's definitely his strength, Barry Michael, the leg kicks.
He's a brilliant kicker for sure. And Vedat's better with the hands. Good with the legs as well, but a bit superior with the hands, I think.
Nice work there from Vedat H, firing to the body, then the right hand over the top there from Vedat H, and the crowd is behind him here.
That overhand right's deadly. Good leg kick, and then he's got the smiling assassin hurt here.
A lot of reddening on the face there of the smiling assassin, but he holds on for dear life. And Vedat H, look at the intent in his eyes. He means business here tonight, and we're into the second round here.
He hit Charlie Bubb, the smiling assassin, with a good overhand right and stunned him. To his credit, he's recovered well.
His last contest, Charlie Bubb, was against Eddie Farrell. That was on Eruption Muay Thai in Queensland. And what he did throughout the contest was chop the leg throughout the contest, and he won by stoppage in the fourth round. Can he do it here tonight against Vedat H? It's a different level of opponent against an A1 fighter, multiple-time A1 fighter in Vedat H.
Yep. Well, you can see Vedat H is very compact. His defence is tight. He's an all-round competitor, that's for sure, and very good with his legs and his hands.
He's got a high work rate, Vedat H, and he's very awkward to come up against. But at a distance, you'll find that Charlie Bubb has a success, but Vedat H is trying to constrict his opponent in the early stages of this matchup. This is a 5-round affair. Nice leg kicks there.
Good leg kicks, great kick, good head kicks. Wow.
Great leg kicks there from the smiling assassin, Charlie Bubb, in the end of this second round. For me, though, I thought in the early stage of that second round it was Vedat H, but for me, Charlie Bubb came home strong, so I'm going to give him the second round, Charlie Bubb, the Queenslander. Bring up for the third round here of this main event, K1 fight between Vedat H, if you just joined us, in the black trunks, and he's coming up against a boy from New South Wales in the smiling assassin in Charlie Bubb. Both fighters are fairly youthful. You've got Charlie Bubb at 21 years of age and Vedat H at 25.
Yeah, okay, both young men. And at this stage, we've probably got it around a piece.
Vedat H's two losses have come against the Glory welterweight champion currently, Cedric Doumbia. He's from France. He's got a record of 70 wins, 6 losses and 1 draw. And Vedat H is telling Charlie Bubb to come to him and get the fight on. Maybe the fight is going to turn to an entertaining contest now, Barry Michael. Both boys are fully into it.
This is good to see. Both guys having a crack at each other. Vedat H saying, come, back in the quarter, said, come in here. Charlie Bubb said, no, you come to me. So it's a psychological battle as well. In which, all these combats, all our combat sports, so much, people don't realise you have to be in superb physical and mental condition, and so much of it is on the mental side, the psychological aspect of the sport.
So it's even Stephen on my unofficial scorecard heading into this third round. So an all-important third round for one fighter to sort of get one round up here. But Vedat H tries to use the boxing skills, but good defense work there by Charlie Bubb. Then comes back with a left sort of leg to the face of Vedat H. And he's improving as the contest is going on, is Charlie Bubb.
He is too. He's using his reach well.
He's definitely the more ranger of the two, and what he likes to do is usually got a high volume and high work rate, so he's looking at that. But a nice leg kick there from Vedat H, and both fighters are back into action here. What an entertaining clash this is for Kings of Combat 24.
This is a seesawing battle at the moment. Both boys are having their moments.
Nice push kick there from Vedat H, but look at that nice long levered left kick there from Charlie Bubb, the smiling assassin. And both are going toe-to-toe here. The crowd is up in unison and getting involved every time fighters throw.
Charlie Bubb, for the majority of the time, likes to fight from the southpaw stance. Though all these, K1 fighters switch, from orthodox to southpaw. But the majority of the time, I'd say he's predominantly a left-hander, would be Charlie Bubb's.
Nice boxing skills there from Charlie Bubb. We were saying Vedat
H
had some boxing skills, but Charlie Bubb showed it there.
He did. Crowd loving this. Crowd getting right behind this fight.
James Rosler and Tarek Solek getting into their fight, hoping their troop gets the business done here tonight. But I think he's in a tough test or a tough battle against Charlie Bubb, who's really bringing it to the man from Turkey.
He sure is. And look, I think Vedat H, he needs to... From my impression, he's letting Charlie Bubb dictate mainly from a distance. The crowd getting behind it in a big way. Vedat H needs to pressure him and get on top of him.
Yeah, at the moment he's not using his style. He's usually the pressing fighter, but at the moment Charlie Bubb is the pressing man. And for me, he's taken that round, and I think he's 2 rounds to 1 up. The man in the blue corner in the red trunks, Charlie Bubb.
Have to agree, Jordan. 2-1. 2-1 to the blue corner.
Seconds down. Round number 4.
Okay, 2 to go. And at the moment we've got the smiling assassin Charlie Bubb in front on our unofficial scorecards. Remember that, we are unofficially scoring this contest. But anything could happen here in the next couple of rounds.
What Bubb's done is really lifted his output. He's warmed into the contest. The first round was maybe an assessing round for him, and now 2 and 3. He really stepped up, Barry.
He certainly has. Vedat H needs to stay in there, I think, and use his hands more.
Well, he's varying his attack, Charlie Bubb. He's using the front kick, the push kick, all sorts of kicks here, Charlie Bubb, the man from Orange, New South Wales. And there'll be fans watching here on Fox Sports for this fight between Vedat H and Charlie Bubb.
Good punches there from... He had Charlie Bubb's... He landed a couple of really good shots there. He took them well.
He's got a granite chin, Charlie Bubb. He's a warrior. Not many fighters would take those punches, as we saw in Vedat's last fight over in France. He KO'd his opponent with a highlight reel knockout. And we're seeing an entertaining contest here on Kings of Combat 24. And Hisham Hanna, what a great job he's done.
Unbelievable card put together by Hisham Hanna. Kings of Combat, Ultra Tune and Toy Box. Fantastic team. And, the final fight, the 12th fight of the night. What value for money for the crowd and for our viewers out there. This has been a sensational night. And the final fight, what a cracker. Vedat H having a better round this time. It just walks into a right hand from Charlie Bubb. Good left hook from Vedat H. Bubb back with the leg kick.
Yeah, Bubb's varying his attack. That's what he's doing tonight. Those long levers are really coming to fruition throughout the contest, especially the second, third, and fourth round. And Vedat H is struggling for answers.
And we figured that Vedat H, his headshots might have taken the toll, but he's worn them well. He was hurt in the first round, but the smiling assassin is weathering these punches from Vedat H. Well, whoa! What about that? Holy moly, that was amazing.
He's an excitement machine, Vedat H.
That's something else.
He did that in his last fight against Frankie George. He didn't connect, but the crowd went up.
Certainly a great spectacle, that's for sure. I'd like to see that in slow-mo.
Paris Productions doing a great job with the filming of this event, Kings of Combat 24.
Paris is the man, there's no doubt about that. He's always been the best and just continues to excel right throughout his career.
Kicks coming from Charlie Bubb and Vedat H reddening on the face. The nose is quite red. Look at the push kick there from Charlie Bubb. He's in cruise control in this fourth round.
Yes. Like Vedat H, I think definitely slipping away from him here. Look at this. This is a masterclass at the moment.
Trying to look for the left hook. There's a lot of frustration on the face of Vedat H.
There
you can
is.
see he can't find a way.
Not sure what to do.
He can't find chinks in the So the fifth and final round, it all comes down to this. Vedat H and Charlie Bubb, two combatants going head-to-head in this K1 rules fight. And for me, Vedat H won the first round, but Charlie Bubb has really come away with it in the last 3 to 4 rounds, and I've got him 3 rounds to 1 up ahead against Vedat H.
Yeah, got to agree with you, Jordan. Vedat H needs to win by knockout.
He's breathing quite heavily. It's a high-intensity fight, high tempo, and Charlie Bubb just in the centre of the ring, really dictating proceedings with the long levers that he possesses, those hands and those legs.
Yeah, no, he's certainly fought a great fight. And, both, a lot of sportsmanship between these two guys, a lot of respect. But Vedat H came here to win. He won the first round well, but since then, the smiling assassin, Charlie Bubb, has stepped up. And only a knockout, I think, will win it for that at this stage.
So the current Eruption super middleweight champion, the smiling assassin, Charlie Bubb, I think is going to come away with a victory here tonight. But you never know in kickboxing and boxing, you're only one punch away or one kick from disaster.
Exactly. You're always only 1 second from disaster, that's for sure.
Bubb in the centre of the ring, nice pistol-like left hand there from Charlie Bubb, and he's stalking his opponent here in Vedat H. Vedat H usually finds a home for that left hook, but he only found a home for it in the first round.
He did, but Charlie Bubb's, with that longer reach from mainly the southpaw stance, and, good hand work there too, rip and hook and kick. Great combination work. Up and down with the leg. Look at those leg kicks. Awesome.
Yeah, he's known for those leg kicks. That's his signature move, the leg kicks. Vedat H comes forward, but he's punching fresh air here. It's reminding me a little bit of Jacob Amir and Billy Joe Saunders.
Wow.
And Charlie Bubb is coming forward, high on confidence, and the crowd is up here on Kings of Combat 24. Dictating with a jab there, Charlie Bubb. He tries the flamboyant kick there, Vedat H, but couldn't connect, and he's finding it tough against a defensive quality fighter in Charlie Bubb.
Exactly, too little too late. After the first round, you would have thought Vedat H was, going to be too good with his hands, but the smiling assassin, Charlie Bubb, has shown, he just got nailed there, but has shown that he's got a great repertoire, hands and with his legs as well. He's done a bit of everything. Look at that vicious kick there, head kick. Yep.
John Demicoli's announced that 30 seconds left in this main event here between Bubb, and look at another leg kick there, and the crowd went up in unison. A lot of support here for the New South Wales boy at only 21 years of age. A lot of upside to his game.
Wow, 21, what a future. What an athlete. Oh.
There's the signature left hook from Vedat H. 10 seconds left in the round, but Vedat H is going to learn a lot from this fight. I think he's going to lose via decision.
Yes.
And he'll go on to fight over in France against Vuitton. But a great contest by both fighters here. The main event on Kings of Combat 24. For me, though, unofficially in favour of the blue corner in Charlie Bubb. Thoughts on that, Barry Michael?
Yes, look, pretty much agree with everything that we've concurred on most things. I'm pretty sure that the judges will see it the way we saw it.
Ladies and gentlemen of the final to the judges' scorecards. Your three judges scored the contest 49, 46, 50, 45, and 49, 46. Declaring them out by unanimous points decision. Blue corner, the Smiling Assassin.